Hey guys, welcome back to Nate's Reviews. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the UE Boom 2. I'm going to be going over all the features, the pros, the cons, and just showing you guys around the speaker. So let's hop right into it. Alright guys, so let's start off with the feature of the speaker. I'll show you guys around the speaker. So let's start with the top. Right here you can see the power on button and then the Bluetooth connector button. I'll just power it on so you guys can see how it looks when I do that. So that's what it makes when you power it on, and then it should make another noise when it connects to a Bluetooth source. My phone's recording right now, so it's not going to connect. Right here, you can see the little light right there. That is, you'll press that for new Bluetooth connections. Super easy to do. Super easy controls on the top. Another feature on the top of the speaker. I heard that when you have it down on a table, this feature doesn't work, like setting if it's down right here, because the speaker can't really sense it. But what the feature is, you can tap the top to pause and play, and I believe you can double tap to skip a song. I don't think you can triple tap to go back. So those are some cool features about it, about the top of it. Moving on to the side of it, obviously this is one of the standout features of the speaker, is these massive up and down volume buttons. These things are great, especially because it's quite a rugged speaker. So if you're just like out on a jet ski or whatever, you know, out in the forest, you don't want to look for a tiny little up and down volume button. These are awesome, super clicky, if you can hear. Up and down, awesome buttons right here. Super big and tappy, if that's a word, tappy. And another cool feature about these, you can also press both these at the same time, and it'll give you the battery percentage and exact battery percentage at in a pretty cool voice. So here we go.
50% charge.
So we're at 50% charge right there. So that's pretty cool. Right next to it, you can see just some little UE branding right here. And then this is like the material that on the top, the bottom, it carries through. It's kind of like a soft rubber material. You guys can feel that. It's kind of, or hear that. It's kind of like a matte rubber. It's really nice, super durable. It does scratch a little bit, but it's no big deal because it's supposed to be a rugged speaker. This thing is waterproof, IPX7, which means I believe 1 meter of water for 30 minutes. So it doesn't float. That is like my biggest complaint about the speaker. So like bring it to the lake or anything, you don't want to drop it off the boat because it's kind of gonna go to the bottom. So that's definitely a big feature that I wish they had. This is just the boom. They have it on the Mega Boom now. So if you want the floating ability in your speaker, I'd say it's worth the upgrade to the Mega Boom. So moving down, like I said, this rubber feature carries all the way down, and then we're gonna go to the bottom. So you can see right here, it has this nice little hook right here, super solid metal hook, and this metal hook right here, you can see, you can actually unscrew that, and yeah, you unscrew that, take it out just like that, and you can actually attach it to a tripod, which I mean, I guess I don't know why you'd really need to attach it to a tripod, but I'm sure there's more attachments and stuff, but that's I don't know, but it's kind of cool. You can take it off and stuff. So let me screw that back on real quick. Then for more features on the bottom, we have on this side, you can see there's a little hole or a little circle, if you can see that right there. On this side, we have the aux cord. This is a Bluetooth speaker, obviously, so you won't really be needing that too much unless you have like an old iPod. And then on the other side, we have, it's kind of hard to get to, because it's super deep in there, but we have micro USB for the charger port. You can see it's pretty deep in there, so it's definitely not compatible with all types of micro USBs, especially if it's if it fits in wider. So you just gotta be mindful of that when you get this. I mean, they're pretty cheap cords, so it's not a big deal if it doesn't fit exactly. You just get a new one or whatever. Then here, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay. So for the outside of the speaker, obviously going all the way around, you can see this super nice, super durable mesh material on the outside. I'm just going to scratch it a little bit just so you guys can hear what it sounds like. hopefully that'll give you a feel of what it's like in hand. Yeah, super durable. It doesn't really move around too much at all. It kind of just wraps around the speaker super tightly, and it's a pretty great material. So I think that's everything for the speaker. Yeah, but like I said, just overall super durable, great speaker. So let's hop into the pros and cons. Alright guys, so sorry, I just noticed in the last shot my face was kind of getting cut off. The tripod was like slowly sliding down throughout the last shot. I should have it fixed now. Sorry again about that, how that was happening. But so now we're going to hop into the cons of the speaker. So to start off, I'd like to mention that although this material, the mesh on the outside is super great, the one thing, it picks up a lot of, not dust I want to say, but more kind of dirt and just things, like things at the bottom of your bag, you know, stuff like that. Like normally I just toss this at the bottom of my backpack, and you know, there's like small little dust, stuff like that, and that'll easily kind of get picked up in the speaker. As you can see right there, it kind of just gets picked up in these, in the mesh. And it's a little bit hard to clean. Obviously it's waterproof, so it's super easy to just kind of put under a faucet or whatever. I did make this mistake. You don't want to clean it with a napkin or a paper towel, because it'll actually rub off. This stuff is like sandpaper, so don't do that if you're trying to clean it. Use like a rag that won't rub off onto it, because remember, it's kind of like sandpaper, this stuff. Yeah, but another thing about this mesh is that I noticed when trying to clean this, or I've used this near hot tubs, so it picks up water. This thing is pretty much like a sponge. The mesh, I don't know if you've ever seen a video on this speaker, or if you've seen any other videos, like them breaking this open or anything. But if you take off the mesh, there's actually a lot of like little intricate speaker pieces in here and stuff. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, if the water gets caught in there. But the water, if you dunk this underwater, it even splashes quite a bit. This thing will hold a lot of water. Like I've noticed it, especially when I'm cleaning. I tried to clean this off, like get some stuff off. I put it under a faucet, you know, tried scrubbing this stuff off. I thought it was all set. It was all dry on the outside. Set it down on the table, and I noticed there was like a little puddle underneath it, because it kept leaking water from the bottom. Because all the water will kind of just stay in and slowly leak out. It won't come out at once. It'll just slowly stay in there and then come out slowly. So not a good thing about the speaker. Another thing that I don't like too much about it is this, I did mention this already, but the rubber, it tends to scratch quite a bit. And one thing, you can't get these scratches off. Like, you can't rub it or anything. It's not a huge deal or anything, but you definitely do notice it, especially over time. Yeah, that's another con. Another thing, definitely this micro USB port, how tiny it is. The only one that I've been able to use from my micro USBs is the one that came with it, and it's that like bright yellow cord. I don't have it with me, it's in my room right now. But yeah, that's the only one that I could use. I mean, I'm sure other ones work with it, but it's quite tight and deep in there, so it's kind of hard to find a good one. Another complaint is definitely that it doesn't float. That was a huge drawback for me. Even like before I bought the speaker, I was looking at them, but I did get this one on sale. I got this for, I believe, 60 or 70 bucks. I'll try to find a cheap one below. I got this on sale, like I think I got it on Black Friday. So, yeah, I mean, I got it on sale, good deal, good price for this speaker. Hopefully I can find it as cheap and link it below for you guys. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't float, so it's, you can't really, like, I wanted to bring it onto a lake and stuff, but just having it on like on a boat, it's a little risky, because if it drops, there it goes, 70 bucks right to the bottom of the lake, you know. Definitely one more con for this. I'd say, honestly, the loudness of the speaker, like how loud it gets. Obviously, this gets super loud. This can fill up large and small rooms. It's a very loud speaker. Don't get me wrong, it's very loud. But for like, you can't use this for like a party speaker or anything like that. It's not gonna, if you have more than, I'd say, 15 to 20 people, it's going to be kind of hard to, you're going to be overhearing the speaker even, or over talking the speaker, especially when you have it on full blast, obviously, and that's where you're going to have it. Like, I'm just going to use a quick little story. So I was at this resort, and there were two hot tubs. They were about, I'd say, 15 feet apart or so, and I had all my friends in the one hot tub. We were using the speaker, and the people in the other hot tub, they wanted to hear the music too. So they were like, "Oh, put the speaker in the middle." So I put the speaker in the middle, and it was on full blast. And they, like, my group of friends, they couldn't hear it too well, and the other people there at the other hot tub, they wanted me to turn the speaker up, but it was it was the loudest it went, so it wasn't the best. So I'd say definitely a louder sound would be great. But then again, it's a super small speaker, super portable like that. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but definitely a louder speaker would be awesome. So let's hop right into the pros. Alright guys, so now I'm going to hop right into the pros of the UE Boom 2. The first one I'd like to mention is definitely the durability on this thing. From the mesh to this rubber to its drop protection of 5 feet onto cement. This thing is super durable all around. Like I mentioned, waterproof, IPX7 rated. This thing is just a super durable speaker that you can pretty much bring anywhere, toss to your friends. It's super durable. For most daily activities, the thing will not get beat up at all, really. Next thing I'd like to mention is the technology in the app that they have, and also in the speaker itself. So in the app, there's tons of customizable EQ settings, which, if you don't know what that is, it's basically adjusting like the bass on it, the how loud the vocals are, and just kind of stuff like that. Sound adjustment. They have built-in ones, so you have like bass booster mode, like higher vocals mode, stuff like that. They have those built in case you don't want to mess around with them. But there's tons of settings in the app that you can mess with and kind of make the speaker sound how you want to sound, or how you want it to sound. So that's super helpful. Another feature in the app is you can also pair up to 100 of these together. I think it might be more than 100 actually. So you can pair a bunch of these together. If you have friends that have the speaker, you can pair them up. And obviously, if you want to do that with a bunch of speakers, you could definitely fill up a very large room with these. So it's awesome. You can pair these up. I only have the one, so I can't test it out for you guys here today. But yeah, that's an awesome feature of this. I'd say another pro for the speaker would definitely be the sound quality on this. I guess the sound quality and how loud it gets. I didn't say that it was like quiet. I wish it was a little bit louder, but by no means is it a quiet speaker or anything. This thing really packs a punch, especially in a room like I'm in right now. It's a pretty small room. Small to medium rooms, this thing is perfect. The way the sound kind of can bounce off the walls, it's awesome. And it's just a super loud speaker too. You just don't want to have it with too many people, obviously. It's a perfect speaker, just having a house, like in an apartment, living room, stuff like that. It'll easily fill up a room with a couple friends in there. So it's a great overall speaker like that. So that's going to be it for the pros. So let's hop into my final review of this speaker. Alright guys, so for my final impressions of this speaker, I'd say if you can find it on sale around the $50 to $60 range like I did, I'd say it's definitely worth the pickup. It's a perfect everyday speaker just to throw in your backpack whenever you need it. Just perfect sound with all the features that they have included in it. It's just an awesome overall speaker, especially just for everyday use, you know. They obviously do have the higher models, but I don't really think it's necessary for just this is just a perfectly balanced speaker with the price versus the quality and sound quality you get. It's just kind of a perfect speaker right in the middle, really. So yeah, I can't do a sound test for you guys. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't really be too accurate for you guys because you can't really hear it too well through your computer speakers. You won't really be able to hear exactly what it sounds like. If you want to, I guess, hear what it sounds like, you go to another video, I guess, because I can't really do it. It won't sound as good because I am recording with an iPhone. You gotta remember. So the microphones are not as good on this as a higher tier camera. So sorry about that. Yeah, overall, great speaker. I definitely pick it up if you guys find it at a cheaper price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to have an AirPods Pro review in the next 2 days, so make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys in the next one.